So almost a full month ago, I made a video talking about, well, Zade's elimination in, well, episode Disventure Camp. I don't remember which one it was exactly. I think it was episode 20? Maybe. And, I was talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I kind of liked making that video. So I thought I'd make another video on another Disventure Camp episode, being the latest one. Now, I say talk about the episode. To be honest, I just want to talk about the characters that are left. There is only 4, well, okay, in the episode there was 5, but I just want to talk about the 4 characters that are left, specifically. I'll talk about the one that was eliminated, give my opinion on them, and I'll just move on to the last 4 that are left. If you didn't watch the episode, then, well, okay, I might spoil you, but, it's Tuesday today by the time I'm recording, so, I would have expected that you already watched it. I have to tell us to just, Isabel is eliminated this episode. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really a fan of Isabel, like, majority of the season. I don't know, there was one thing I never really liked about Isabel, and it's about another character too, but it's kind of not really her fault, but still, she got the immunity idol on the first episode. Well, maybe it's the second episode, but we'll just say first episode to be safe. And that just always annoyed me, because, that was just way too easy. But other than that, I don't know, she just wasn't really that interesting of a character. She's the type of player that, goes low, plays under the radar, which, sure, okay, those characters can be interesting, like MK from Total Drama, the reboot. But then as well, I don't know, I just wasn't really interested in her. And then the final thing is that I just find her so glazed for no reason, overly glazed in her strategy or her character, maybe even both. Why I find her glazed is because, well, for one, she's not the most interesting, like I just said, and then her strategy, which is just going under the radar, which, I guess, I don't know, a lot of people did that and it worked out fine enough. Well, I think a lot of people have, throughout Total Drama, Disventure Camp. But, I don't know, it's just some moves she does that makes me question, why do you guys like her so much? For strategy. So, in episode 19, she uses her immunity idol, and then plays a tiebreaker on, well, Marissa. So, Marissa and Anastasia, and then they have a tiebreaker. And then it just paints a target on her back, which, I don't know, just saying. Could have just eliminated one of them, but you decided to do a tiebreaker, so yeah, not really the smartest move, but okay. And then one clip in particular just made me question her game move even more.
Well, even though I lost to Anastasia.
Just saying, instead of the tiebreaker, she could have just eliminated Anastasia, and then she wouldn't be Overstasia, but decided not to. So, that, I don't know, that's just one of the reasons, one of the 2 reasons why I just find her just glazed. So, yeah, I was actually kind of happy she was eliminated. It's even ironic from a comment I made a month ago is that she wouldn't win. I don't remember why I said that, but I still believe that she wasn't going to win. So she did. So who knows, maybe I have black magic. So, for Anastasia, it's strange. Very strange. I'm not really the biggest fan of her now. You see, I used to, because, at first I thought maybe I wouldn't like her, but then now I do. And then after Zade's elimination, kind of just fell off after that. I don't know. Out of the characters that are left, she's ranked 3rd, which, it's not too bad, but still, if you remember how I ranked the characters last time, when Amelie is still here, so the final 6, it was Logan, Hannah, Anastasia, Amelie, Isabel, and then Jade. So, yeah, I guess it's not really that bad. So, where did I see her standing in the game? What placement would she get? I say 3rd. Maybe. I feel like she would get 3rd. I don't know. She might get in the finale. I feel like she has a chance to, but with the jury vote, I don't know. Now, with how I like her character overall, and just her overall in the season, she's good, I guess, good enough. I think she's entertaining, unlike the other characters on the list. So, yeah, it's just, I feel like she might place third. Hopefully she does, third or the finale, one of the two. And that's really all I think about her. I mean, if I were to give out more opinions, it's just after Zayd's elimination, it's just kind of hard rooting for her anymore. The strange thing from the latest episodes, something people point out. So basically, if you remember in the last episode that I looked at, in Zayd's elimination, Amelie tells a lie, tells it to Hannah, tells it to Logan. Logan later tells it to Anastasia, while both of those other characters are still there. And Anastasia just immediately believes him and then eliminates Zayd. Now, if you think of it like this, when Anastasia is wronged, or even Marissa is wronged, she's deadly, right? But then when Logan in the Dunces and Dragons episode confronts her about it, she's just really dismissive about it. I mean, she says Logan's an enemy in the game, and that's really it. But I don't know, kind of just forgave him a little bit too easily. So, okay, I guess I can see how it's strange, but I don't know. It's just hard rooting for her. That's really the only other interesting thing I have to say about her. So, overall, I hope she places third or above that. Oh yeah, and how I see her character, well, she isn't glazed like Isabel. Okay, to be honest, she's kind of overhated in the fandom, but, still a good character. See, for Logan, I want him to win Disventure Camp, or at least get in the finale. Place first or second, one of the two. I know not many people really like Logan. Okay, I guess when we talk about overhated characters, we have Anastasia, but Logan, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad for him. Most people don't like him because, well, pretty simply, he might have flipped the most times on a team in Disventure Camp. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but he's flipped on a decent amount of people. He's flipped on Ted, Richard, Linda, who else? Wow, you could count Zayd, Amelie, dude, that's like 5 people I just named, which is insane. But he's flipped on all of them, which is why people don't really like him that much, because, well, I mean, yeah, okay. I didn't really like how Ted was eliminated, really early on, which I talked about a while ago. But then other characters, I was like, well, yeah, they're okay. I mean, okay, Richard, okay, I liked Richard. But then again, there wasn't really much going on for him anymore. So I was like, okay, it's kind of fair. I don't like Linda, at all, really. Not really much to her. I don't like Amelie, and it was kind of deserved. But Zayd, yeah, okay, that elimination was bad. It was bad. So, yeah, with all that flipping, he's accumulated a lot of hate. Another thing with Logan was that I think he's the cartoon character that has received the most death threats I've ever seen. A cartoon character by Odd Nation Cartoons. I don't know why, I just find this so funny. With all that said, it's yeah, it's weird for Logan. See, if the jury vote, he might not win that jury vote, mostly because, well, I mean, he's flipped so many times, so who would really be on his side? Zayd? Yeah, no. After episode 20, was it? Yeah. Don't see it happening. But I just still want to see him in the finale at least, because I'm like, he's flipped this far, kind of just want to see him win the finale. Plus, it would be pretty funny, just, I don't know. Because like I said, with how much hate he gets, I don't know, it would just be funny seeing how everybody's reaction would be if he won. Hannah. So, in my list from the last Disventure Camp video, I actually ranked her second. First was Logan, then Hannah, then, the rest. So, yeah. Now, I like Hannah, Okay, a little bit of voice crack, but I like her, I mean, of her and Logan, they're the only two I really want to, win the game at least. Get into the finale. Because, I mean, she has already gotten this far and lost, majority of her friends, and yeah. Now that's where the issue of Hannah comes in. Well, not for me, but for other people. Basically, if you ever, well, pay attention to her friends and how it goes, friends get eliminated, Hannah cries, and repeat. That's it. She just cries about it. And people kind of got tired about it, so, characters like Tristan got eliminated, she gets sad over it. the biggest example is actually Benji, because, well, they were the closest. Well, that was her closest friend. And then there's also Diego. And people kind of were like, kind of getting a little bit tired of it, which is reasonable, but I kind of felt bad. But I guess with Hannah, I consistently liked her throughout the season. I mean, I did with Logan too, but I guess there was sometimes he was, with the flipping of eliminations. But, with him, it was like I liked him, a good 95% of the time. But with Hannah, I liked her at least 100% of the time. And then, where do I see Hannah in the game? Well, I'm gonna say finale. I don't know why I was about to say 4th place, but the finale. Mostly because, well, I don't know. I just feel like she will. Her and Logan, hopefully. Maybe. You see, in the last episode, if Jade stole Hannah's votes, you see, originally I thought that Jade would just vote Hannah because, well, okay, if it was Jade versus Hannah and the jury vote, well, I don't know if it's 3 people, but we'll just say if it was a final 2 and the jury vote, who do you think's gonna win? Jade, the apparently social butterfly, or Hannah? I mean, it would probably be Hannah. She has way more friends and actually talk to people instead of being antisocial and alone. Like, realistically, what we've seen on screen, the viewers, it would probably be Hannah that would win because she has the most friends that we've seen. Unrealistically, if the writers have a random, I don't know, addiction to Jade, then they'd have Jade win, which would be really, really strange. And then there's Jade. Probably my least favorite Disventure Camp character overall. So I didn't actually make Disventure Camp videos back when Season 2 arrived, because, well, didn't feel like it. But in Season 2, Aiden was my least favorite character overall, out of all characters in Disventure Camp, meaning the Season 1 and the Season 2 characters. Mostly because he was just so bland to me. I don't know, he just wasn't that interesting to me when I seen him on screen. It was just, he's kind of just there, he dates James, and that's the only interesting thing about him when he's with James. So in turn, I just seen him as the blandest character in Disventure Camp, and he was actually my least favorite, tied with Rhea. Now what does this have to do with Jade? Well, she rivals Aiden. Okay, to be honest, probably even beats Aiden in being the most bland Disventure Camp character. There's another character I didn't mention being Drew, but, well, he's not really that relevant to be honest, since he was eliminated 3rd? 2nd? I think he was the 2nd eliminated. So, yeah, Jade. I just don't like her throughout the season. I don't like Isabel, but, okay, Isabel has a little bit more of a personality than Jade. You see, with Jade, I was kind of questionable, because, seeing her design, I was like, I feel like they're going to make her go far. But I didn't know how far, so I just said far. And, to her credit, I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to make this character interesting. You see, first, Spencer makes an alliance with her, so I was like, oh, okay. Then, she just gets the immunity totem for free. Well, could at least get it very easily with her clues, along with Isabel. So I was like, oh, okay. And then, well, okay, that was really it. That was the only interesting things about her. After that, it was just, I don't know, just watching her, I was just like, she doesn't do anything interesting, gets angry at Spencer for going behind her back. I mean, what did you really expect? So, I didn't really like her that much, because she didn't do much. I just found her incredibly bland, with no, interesting characteristics. I don't know. I mean, from her character, she has vitiligo. I think I said that right. That's, okay, kind of interesting. You learn, oh, I, didn't really like my skin growing up. Didn't like myself growing up as a whole. And, okay, interesting. Kinda expected that. And then that was it. When Ivy is still here, she mentions that Jade should be, more of a social butterfly. So, okay, a little interesting of a line. Because, well, I mean, yeah, if you think about it, Jade only talks to Spencer and Isabel. That's it. So, you probably think, oh, okay, maybe she'll talk to more people, and she kinda never did. See, I'm saying kinda because it's really stupid how they do it in episode 20. What I mentioned earlier when I put in quotes social butterfly, yeah, she apparently has, I don't know, 5 different off-screen talks with characters. So that can include, Richard, Benji, who else? Natalia. She basically talks to all these characters and just knows a lot about them, and then just wins the episode 20 challenge. Because if you remember, she got no questions wrong at all and got through it flawlessly, which I had an issue with because, well, she never talked to the people. That's why I don't like Jade that much. She's incredibly bland, and then just gets through the game flawlessly without struggling that often. You know, can't really say the same for other characters. Like, okay, take Spencer for example. He's struggled. Yeah, it would be a little bit satisfying if you want, but he struggled a lot and then lost. So, yeah, but Jade just gets through it. I mean, let's think about it. She gets an immunity totem, and then has an alliance with Isabel, then has an alliance with Spencer, then just gets through everything flawlessly. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it because she just has everything so easy for her. And she never really learns how to, well, you know, struggle in the game, like, at all. So yeah, maybe I went over the same points like twice. If I did, sorry. But I just don't like Jade that much. So yeah, like, there's not really much else for me to say because, well, I mean, personality, there's not much to Jade, like, at all. So that's basically where my video ends. This is my opinion on the final four. Oh, and if you're wondering where I see Jade, she has to be eliminated in episode, well, the next one. 4th place. Please. Please. Like, I just can't see her winning. Some people say that she might win, and I just can't agree. I just can't see it, because, well, I mean, if she won, it would probably be the most dissatisfying win ever. Like, think of Rhea winning from Disventure Camp All-Stars. Okay, to be honest, that was dissatisfying, but I don't think Jade winning would be more dissatisfying, but it would still be dissatisfying at the end of the day. See, if Logan won, I'd be happy. You know, was it deserved? Okay, maybe not, but still, I'd like him to win. If Hannah won, you know, I feel like it was worth it for her to lose all her friends and then have all those emotional moments. If Anastasia won, okay, to be honest, I'm not really sure about Anastasia. That's kind of weird. Like, it would be cool if she won, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice. And then if Jade won, it would just be dissatisfying because she didn't really struggle that much. At least the other three somewhat struggled. Well, Logan's a wild case because he flips a lot, so yeah, maybe he didn't struggle. But at least he, you know, had a larger personality than Jade. But finally, with that, I think this is where I end the video. Because, well, I talked about the final four. Well, I talked about Isabel too. So we'll say I talked about the final 5, gave my opinions, and that's where I see replacements at. Well, that's where I predict they'll be at. So, thanks for watching.